Hey guys, we're back with another election prediction. This time we have Eric Swalwell. He's a current House member of the California delegation in the United States House of Representatives, and he made a name for himself in the 2020 primary. But he didn't do that well. I mean, he dropped out pretty early on, but he did make an impact on there. People kind of remembered him. He's somewhat memorable, and he does. Usually, he's one of the more vocal Democrats in the House of Representatives, so he could totally be a future nominee in the future elections. All right, let's get into this. Ohio and Iowa. He's going to be portrayed as a liberal from California, and I don't think he's going to be seen as somewhat of a populist in either of these two states. I think he's not going to do that well. Trump will probably end up winning the states by over 10%. Texas and Florida also. I don't think he's going to win either of these states or even get him to lean. I just think Trump will probably end up winning these states comfortably by comfortable margins. North Carolina and Georgia, however. North Carolina, I really see it going to lean. I think he could be a bit of an energetic Democrat, especially with young voters in this state. Georgia, I don't think he has the right appeals to get those moderate voters over. He's going to be seen as a liberal from California, and that's probably going to do him by a tilt margin there. However, in a state like Colorado, I see him winning by over 10%. New Mexico, I see him winning by a likely margin. Same with Virginia, by also a likely margin. Standard Democrat, he'll probably carry these states by decent margins. Let's head to New Hampshire and Maine. Maine, I expect him to carry it by a lean margin. Trump would win Maine second by a likely. In New Hampshire, I also expect him to probably win it by a lean margin. Just because overall, New Hampshire really never voted for Trump in the first place, and New Hampshire in 2020 really turned on Trump even more than they did in 2016. And 2016 was a very narrow margin for New Hampshire, just a few thousand votes, but 2020, it was pretty much a landslide victory for Biden against Trump in the state of New Hampshire. Let's head to Arizona and Nevada. Arizona, I also think will be a narrow tilt in favor of Trump, just because I don't think Swalwell will be able to get those moderate conservatives to vote for him. However, he will win Nevada by a tilt margin at least. He'll have that. Might even be a lean, but I think it'll be under 1%. It'll be very, very close there. Now, these last four, I'll do the district too. I think he'll probably carry it by a lean margin here. I don't see him probably losing this. I think he'll underperform Biden's performance in 2020 by a bit, but he'll still be able to carry that district. However, the last few Midwestern states, Minnesota, I see him carrying it by a 3 to 4% margin. I think he'll get most of the Democratic base to turn out here. However, it'll be a little bit of a drop off in support. Michigan, I think he could kind of outshine Biden here just because he's a bit more of a younger and energetic candidate, and Trump is largely seen as a really unfavorable candidate compared to Biden as well. So they both have similar unfavorables, Trump and Biden. So I do think he'll have a bit of an advantage in Michigan just because of that. However, Trump does have a bit of an advantage to the Electoral College. He may be unpopular nationwide, but states like Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, I think he'll probably end up carrying Wisconsin by a lead margin. In PA, it would probably end up going to him by an under 1% margin just because of his low unfavorables overall, but I still think he'll end up carrying a narrow victory against a more younger and energetic candidate, Eric Swalwell. So let me know what you think of this election prediction in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.